They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott down. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch twits. Check 50, check 50. He's mine.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you could poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Smith catches left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick-6, so they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
Rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
the 13-yard line.
The give is to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? A give to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Left side to Lamb. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go. Hey, hey. Let's go. Get me up. Here we go. He's checking. Crash.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
53, check 53. Hey, watch the screen.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Check 53. Check tight. Slam. Undercut.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half.